Evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bill Barajas. The 15-year-old autistic teen was located by the Houston Police Department, but Fiel says his mother didn't get the news until he was in a detention center with the Office of Refugee Resettlement. And KPRC2's Joy Addison tells us why it could be a long road before they're reunited.
Well, the 15-year-old who is autistic was found by Houston police. By the time his mother was notified, he was already in federal immigration custody. Now he can only be released to a U.S. citizen, so his mother must go through the process of finding and having a sponsor approved. 15-year-old Emmanuel Gonzalez Garcia has been in the U.S. for about 7 years. He's mostly nonverbal and can't say much more than his name, date of birth, and the country that he's from, Nicaragua, in English. He wandered away from his mom while she was selling fruit on the street last Saturday.
And eventually, she decides to call the police for about an hour or so looking for him.
About a week after his mom reported him missing, Fiel hosted a press conference where Maria pled for the public's help to find her son.
We gave tips on how to approach him. Be gentle, be kind. Don't get too excited because he might scare him.
And then she received a call.
A detective from HPD called Emmanuel's mom and said, "We have good news. Your son is alive. We found him. We know where he is." Bad part, though, is that he is in a shelter. He is in a detention center with the Office of Refugee Resettlement.
HPD says they found Emmanuel Sunday, and he could not give them any identifying information. After exhausting all options, HPD says ICE helped them get in contact with the Department of Health and Human Services Office of Refugee Resettlement. Emmanuel is now in immigration custody, listed as a minor in the U.S. unaccompanied. He can only be released to a U.S. citizen, so his mom has to find a sponsor to get him back.
She was able to get on a FaceTime phone call with him, and she was able to physically see for herself that his son was okay, that he was not hurt, that he was alive, but he's very scared. As of right now, we do not even know where he is. We know we've seen him, but they will not give us an address.
Fiel wants to know why and how ICE was involved to begin with.
They put him in a more precarious situation, and we don't know what type of assistance Emmanuel is getting in there. We don't know if he's going to school. We don't know. He's missing school right now because, he's missing his therapies.
I did ask Fiel about Emmanuel and his mother's immigration status. They said that's something that they don't want to disclose at this time. I asked HPD when Emmanuel would be released. They told me that's a question for the Office of Refugee Resettlement. So I reached out to the refugee coordinator for the state of Texas, and I haven't heard back just yet. Fiel says it plans to speak up at the upcoming city council meeting and demand answers on how ICE got involved to begin with. Reporting from the newsroom, Joy Addison, KPRC 2 News.